Who let the cats out? Man, Mountain Link. Who let the cats out?
The one, the only, the Man Mountain Link.
Oh, what a mess. This percolator. Finally got a cord for it. Didn't take but a mere 7 months. Feels cold as ice. Got some bismuth eating up. Wanted to show this uh, Holland chocolate mold off before I destroyed it. Paid $40 for this thing. Have no idea if it's going to survive. But it is a cat. It is very rare. Is why I ended up paying $40 for it. Apparently, chocolate molds, if you want a rabbit, you're good to go. If you want a cat, your choices are limited. So, we're going to try to cast this in bismuth. I said, no idea if it'll work or not. So, say goodbye to the kitty cat. This could get real messy real fast. If I was pouring anything besides bismuth, I'd be afraid to use this kind of setup. None of this. That's too thin. This is cloth. It's flammable. Blah, blah, blah. But we're going to try it anyway because we're just that kind of stupid. Plastic clamps turned out to be a real bad idea. And I thought this stuff would set up instantly, it being in such a thin container. No. It's still molten. It's been probably 4 or 5 minutes. So, yeah. That's where we're at. Yeah, I ordered $120 worth of flea treatment today for y'all cats. I think it's enough for 2 months. What you think about that? Hmm? In case somebody was wondering what was in the box, it was lead. It turns out this stuff is harder to get than you'd think. Price has went up 200 times in the past 10 years. I used to get it for 20 cents a pound. Now the impure stuff is $2 a pound. Plus shipping on top most of the times. Anyway, I reached out to my buddy Dean when I found out how hard it was going to be to come across with some lead. And yeah, my man delivered. He had that in the mail within 24 hours. Of course, the post office took however many days it was to get here, but it got here, and I sure am appreciative. So, we're going to end it here, and we will talk with y'all later. Yeah, plastic clamps. That was a genius idea. It really was. Well, that's an alley cat if I ever saw one. I should have known that it wasn't going to work from the get-go. We'll straighten this up, reassemble it, cast it in wax, put that in plaster of Paris, melt out the wax, and try it that way. Which is what we should have done from the get-go, but I got impatient, and that is the result of my impatience. Fortunately, it can be remelted. It's still cold as ice, so I don't think that's going to work either. So it's been a day of constant failures. I'm glad you came and laughed at my expense, enjoyed it with me. Whichever way you want to put it. We'll see you next time.
Man, Mountain Link has once again totally outdone himself.